Hey everyone, like most of us, you can see I have a pretty cluttered desk setup with a lot of cords competing to get into my two wall outlets that are on either end of this desk. So I recently decided to upgrade my desk setup a little bit by investing in this Covozon power strip outlet. It's got eight outlets in it, which is going to greatly increase the amount of outlets that I have access to charge my computer, plug the monitor in, use my lamps, as well as we'd like to plug in the vacuum cleaner here in the corner of the living room and several other different things. So it really helps to increase the amount of outlets I have access to. What's also great, sometimes you have trouble finding those different blocks around your house, just wall blocks. And so this automatically has two Type A USB ports and then two Type C USB ports in it, so that you can just plug directly into the surge protector itself. And that's another great part about this Covazon outlet is that, or power strip, is that it does have that surge protection to it. So if you are worried about lightning strikes or any expensive electronics or anything like that, or you have a lot of varied electrical surges, this will protect against that and really give you peace of mind that nothing's going to make it through this. It'll protect your different electronic devices. Something else that I was really excited about, if I'm ever going to have to move this outside to use for our lighting setups outside or even temporarily to plug in some speakers or anything like that for a party, is that it does have a waterproof functionality. So you can see these aeration holes here at the bottom. It's got some fan system and everything to keep it cool, which can definitely be a problem with fire concerns, but these also act as drainage holes for if there's any rain falling on top of the power strip, it'll just go right through. It's got IPX, I think 6 water protection, which means it can't be fully submerged, but it can definitely get wet. It can have water even running on top of it, and it'll run right out the back here. So really awesome power strip. It has a lot more functionality to it than your average power strip, and it also just has so many outlets on it, and I'm really excited about that. I've only ever had the really thin power strips in the past, and as you can see here, they're even giving you a lot of space between the outlets. There's wide gaps between all 6 of these, and then extra wide gaps the 2 at the end as well, which with that big block I'll be plugging in here in a second for my MacBook can be really key because once you plug in that block, usually on a smaller outlet strip, you're losing at least 2 outlets to accommodate that. And for this one, I think it'll accommodate without losing any extra other than the one you plug it into. So without any further ado, I'll plug this in and I'll show you how it simplifies my office setup here a little bit and just gives us that much more outlets to utilize as well. So I'm gonna get this plugged in at the wall right here. It's got, I think, a 5-foot cord to it. And so plenty of space to get it plugged into my nearest outlet. And it's got a nice flush wall outlet here that should be really secure to put in as well. So I'll get this plugged in, powered up, and then we can start charging some devices. So that was one of the simplest outlet installs that I've ever had to do, and obviously there's not much to it. You just plug it into the wall, but I mean, putting all of my devices into this outlet was entirely just a mindless activity. You didn't have to worry about which thing you put into which outlet because it may take up 2, as I mentioned before, or block different outlets. As you can see here, I'm only using the front 4 power outlets, and I've got my pencil sharpener, I've got this lamp plugged into it, I've got my MacBook charger here at the end, and my partner's iPhone as well, and you can see everything charging with the green charge symbol. My computer charging, it's all charging simultaneously. And it just was really wonderful to not have to overthink what you're plugging into which outlet. I still have plenty of space left. I can bring a lot more here to use at one time, and that gives you a lot of peace of mind. It really simplifies where I'm able to plug everything in. It just puts it all right in this corner and gives me access to everything at one time. I also didn't find a wall block for this, or didn't use a wall block for this watch so that I could showcase the Type A USB charging point here. So I've got my running watch plugged in directly using the Type A port without a wall block in, and it's already charged 5% in the last probably 2 minutes. So that is putting out just as much power as anything else. So highly recommend this Covozone power strips. It has that surge protection that gives you that peace of mind. It has individual switch off for each individual outlet. So if there's an oversurge with any of your devices, it'll just switch off that individual outlet. So it's got that oversurge protection for that as well. And It just is a really sophisticated outlet that you can plug in and not think about anything after that. You're able to put any of your devices in there at one time, up to 8 wall plugs, and then 4 more USB-C type plugs. Really makes it easy to upgrade your desk setup, and I can't imagine needing much more space than that for any desk setup. I'm really excited to be able to just charge any of my devices from here on out without really thinking about it. So if you're looking for a new power outlet, I don't think you could do much better than this Covozone. You can see here the glowing light. This is just how you turn it on and off, and you can see the different devices reacting to me turning it on and off, and stopping the flow of power. So it's, yeah, just a really easy setup, and the perfect kind of outlet that you don't have to do anything extra for. You just plug it into the wall, and it does the rest of the job for you. So check out the Covozone wall outlet if you're in the market for a new power strip to go with your outdoor of your home or your office or anywhere else.